I'm going to maintain my opinion that humans are terrible drivers. And not only are they terrible, but they are also dangerous to the surrounding public. And in my opinion, most human drivers out there should not even be allowed to drive. Now, check this out. Just on my normal 20-mile commute to a location, I'm on the highway here, and I'm going to preface this with I am now all the time driving on full self driving supervised. And during these commutes, there is zero takeover, zero interventions that need to be done by me, as full self driving supervised handles all driving situations on this commute perfectly. I'm sure many people have experienced horrible drivers cutting them off, making dangerous maneuvers, which puts the lives of you and everybody else on the road at risk for no reason at all. It could be either from distraction, carelessness, or just lack of regard. Now, this is just one example. I'm driving here on the highway here, as you can see, very nicely. I'm on full self-driving supervised. I am maintaining the car is maintaining a safe distance, and look at this. No indication whatsoever. Just at the very last second here, this vehicle decides to cut me off, right? Now, if I was manually driving, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be truthful here, and yeah, that would piss me off. If I was on the road and if I was manually driving, that would piss me off. This guy, in this case, it was a woman driving. She cut me off and did not even give any indication, that she was going to change her lane. She just decided to cut me off because seemingly this truck here in front of her was going too slow. Now, changing the lane into the passing lane due to a slower moving vehicle is perfectly fine, right? But there is a right time and a wrong time to change the lane. Obviously, I can come up with two conclusions just based on my opinion, right? A, she just doesn't care, right? She doesn't care about the consequences of her actions here. In this case, she's changing her lane without due regard to any other vehicle in her vicinity. She's just changing her lane because she just wants to change the lane. Or B, she is an incompetent driver where she reacted to a slower moving vehicle, waited too late to change the lane as she had plenty of time, as you can see here. Let me rewind back a little bit further here. Now, I am approaching that vehicle at the speed limit, and in this case it was 60 to 65 miles per hour, right? She had plenty of time to put her indicator on to change the lane, but she instead waits until now to change the lane. This is simply unacceptable. This is dangerous driving behavior, and 9 times out of 10, a manual human driver who's manually driving the vehicle will catch this, will slow down, and in this case, the full self-driving reacted perfectly. It slowed down, and eventually it increased the distance to a safe following distance from the vehicle in front. This is all on full self-driving supervised, by the way. I am not manually driving here. This is also a construction zone area, which is driving perfectly fine. Now, here's another example, right? Here's another example. I am driving on an on-ramp to get onto the highway. Now, on-ramps are notorious for bad drivers messing up, and a lot of drivers mess up on on-ramps. An on-ramp is supposed to allow the driver to get up to highway speeds, or the speed at which the driver judges the traffic is moving on the highway, and to zipper merge onto the highway so that there is no slowing down of either vehicle, right? This is where 99% of drivers always mess up in my experience. So right now, once again, I am on full self-driving supervised. I am not manually driving at all. All I am doing is supervising, right? So I'm coming onto the on-ramp here, and as you can see, there's a van in front of me, right? Now, I'm gonna pause it right here. Now this is the zipper merge coming in, right? Now, at this point, my car had the indicator on, right? Had my left indicator on, indicating that I am going to merge. The Tesla on full self-driving supervised correctly judges the speed of this vehicle right here to my left, the gray one, is coming at a higher rate of speed than my Tesla is traveling at. So it lets this car pass, and it was the correct move. However, the van in front of me And I can tell you that the video does not do this scene any justice, but the van in front of me was moving at a significantly lower rate of speed than this car passing, right? Than this car to my left passing. So he failed to meet the speed of the traffic that he is going to overtake. And it would have been wise for him as well to wait for this car to pass. But this does not happen. He instead merges incorrectly, and the video cuts off over here as I did not get the after footage of this, but the video once again does not do this any justice. But he merges, he cuts this car off, and this car has to slam on the brakes hard. Now I'll give you the side view of this, right? Again, I'm on full self-driving supervised. I got the side view here, and we're getting onto the on-ramp. Now you can see this car right here. He's traveling at a high rate of speed, and you know, honestly, he should not have to slow down for us to come and merge onto the highway. This is why it's called an on-ramp. You need to match the highway speeds to merge, or at least match the rate of traffic that you're going to overtake while merging. However, I can say just from my observation, this driver here definitely was speeding, and he was going much faster than the speed limit of 65 miles per hour, which is how problems start to begin with, right? Because drivers already at a default, in my opinion, are terrible, and in my opinion, dangerous to everybody around that driver. So now this car is going to come. Once again, my indicator is on, right? This car is traveling at a high rate of speed, and the Tesla on full self-driving allows this car to pass. The Tesla correctly lets this car pass, and then the Tesla merges onto traffic here on the highway correctly. So I maintain my opinion. The human drivers, in my opinion, most of them should not even be allowed to drive. They are so distracted, and they are incompetent. I find them, in my opinion, to be incompetent as well. They are a danger to the public. This is why we have so many motor vehicle accidents. And in my opinion, once full self-driving becomes perfected and becomes supervised to the point where you can type in the address of the location you want to go to in your car, and the car will drive itself there. You can take a nap or do whatever you want. In my opinion, this might trigger some people, but actually full self-driving or automated driving should be mandatory. And if you wish to manually drive, your insurance rates might be at a point where it is no longer feasible or affordable or makes any sense to manually drive anymore, as the automated driving, in this case full self-driving by Tesla, is infinitely safer than manual human driving. I'll leave it right there. Let me know what you think. Do you agree or disagree? Did you get triggered? I want to hear about it. Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, or follow me on X at 369training if you want to see more videos like this, and have a nice day.